Good day everyone, and on today's video with Bitcoin's break to the downside, our next levels of interest, and a brief look at some altcoins. Okay, and on the Bitcoin 12-hour chart here, we did have this pattern which ultimately did resolve itself with sellers stepping in and taking price action to the downside of the pattern. And as I did say in previous videos, that Bitcoin was going to need to show us something as far as with a sustained breakout with some volume, because looking back, all we did was have lower highs within descending patterns, right? I mean, especially towards the end here, I had set up this trend line and we had Bitcoin just rejection after rejection, right? We didn't even have a bullish breakout with some consolidation on top of moving averages to possibly test the top of this triangle. So ultimately, again, because of all that, we did have price action go to the downside, and now Bitcoin's just going through some more price discovery to see where it wants to end up. And now let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour, get a little bit more recent price action. Again, we had the move to the downside, found support around the 7,700 area. And when we did again get this move here, I set up a trend line as a gauge to see if we could possibly stay above that and get some strong consolidation to possibly get another move up to test the top of this triangle, to maybe get in, get some consolidation, and another move up. Okay, so again, ultimately we did have that failure, but we had price action move to the upside. And when I saw it reject off this trend line here, moving to the upside, we couldn't even get to another higher point. I did take a short on one of these wicks here, and then held that to around, this reversal candle here. Okay, so again, at that point, I did not take a long, although I was thinking about it. But again, because of the descending pattern and just how weak things were looking, I at that point stayed out and just wanted to see how the market was going to move from there. So now we have Bitcoin just going through its price action within this channel, it seems. Again, just right on these moving averages here, this 100 moving average. And I believe at some point, because of how strong this support was and how long that we did spend here, ultimately we should get to testing this triangle. So maybe we just have some consolidation within this channel for a while. Again, could be a week, could be a day. But again, I just want to see if it breaks out, get some consolidation, and possibly make a move to test the bottom of this triangle, because with all probabilities, we should do that. So if price does break to the upside, again, I want to see how price action handles this area. Do we get to the triangle, reject from there? Do we get not even close to the triangle and then reject off a moving average? Because that will dictate if I'm bullish or bearish, or how bullish or bearish I am at that moment, depending on how much strength Bitcoin has behind its move to the upside, or of course it can break to the downside. We do have a low volume profile to the upside or the downside, so again, it can break either way. So we're just gonna have to continue to monitor and see how the price action goes, see if we consolidate here, maybe to the top of this channel. Do we break down and consolidate towards the bottom? Again, these are things we're just gonna have to view from here, but of course you could always go short towards here, long towards the bottom of the channel, and just have a stop loss in place for if it does break the other way. So again, that's basically just what I'm looking at now. We had a big break out of a major pattern, so that's going to take some time to resolve itself. There's no reason why it's going to have a major move one way or another within the next couple of days or so. Again, a major break is going to take some time to resolve. So with that, let's just go ahead and take a look at some altcoins. And to be honest, I was quite surprised that we didn't have a stronger move than this 225. With how long this falling wedge was in play, I really thought we were going to have some more action to the upside. But we did have this breakout. It was moving in sort of a rising channel, which led me to stay out of it at that point. we did have a retest of this 196.52 area, which, to be honest, if I saw this happen, I probably would have jumped in a long position at that point, because I know it's a very strong area of support and resistance, which it did show, but again, I just missed that. So we had price continue to move, and again, very surprised we only got to this 225, a very strong rejection with sellers stepping in quite strong and quite impulsive. So again, we found some support here. Again, this level of around 163 or so. It's been a fairly strong level of support to get a bounce from. But now we just have price action traveling through this rising channel. And again, those things tend to break to the downside, which is already showing signs of that. So we have some very strong resistance on the top of this modified shift pitchfork. Resistance on this moving average right here on the 4-hour. This is the 20 MA. So we have a bunch of resistance here, and we did have price going through this rising channel, but we just did have a break to the downside. We have the 100 moving average, which maybe we can get a bounce and continue traveling in here, but I would need to see us above this 185 level with some strong consolidation to, think about another position. Yeah, so on the EOS 4-hour chart here, again, we have a ascending channel pattern. Again, these tend to fail, so it's nothing I would trade. I would maybe think about taking a short up at this level, around 3-4 level. That would give me a better percentage of taking the trade. But again, here, just with the rest of the altcoin market, just very shaky, and happy to just sit back and see how things are looking, because I did take that one position with EOS at around 3.8. We had rejection right about 4, not too long, so jumped out of that position fairly, quick. Surprised again, we did not have some more action to the upside with how much of the relief the altcoins needed, but we'll see. Maybe they can consolidate from here and continue to move upward. But again, just not a high percentage trade for me for accumulation or to take a trade. So I'm just going to continue watching this market. We have a ascending channel here. Could bring us back down to the 275 level, and we'll have to make some decisions there what I want to do. So again, just more of as a spectator right now. Okay, so just looking at Litecoin quick. Again, we had this ascending triangle here. We did have the break. It did meet the target, but a very fast rejection, and the sellers stepping in to just take profits, which is a bearish sign for the market as a whole. So quite an impulsive move to the downside, and again, another ascending triangle, but even a weaker move up with more of a rejection. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at XRP quick. These are all USD since Bitcoin is going sideways. Again, another ascending channel within the middle of a strong support and resistance. So nothing I'm interested in here. Good chance we break out of this ascending channel, and at this 24-cent level, could possibly look to make decisions at that point. But as is now, mostly all no trade zones within rising channels. So nothing high percentage here, and overall it's just showing weakness. Okay, in XRP versus BTC, we did have some good consolidation here at some low levels. We had price move to the upside, forming within this ascending triangle. We had a breakout to the upside, but again, no real follow through with no real volume, right? And this is the time they should be moving versus BTC, when it's moving sideways. So the market as a whole now looking strong. We do have price here catching on these moving averages, and they are looking like they are moving upwards. So we could possibly very well get a strong move to the upside, but again, just nothing high percentage here. So happy to just to be a spectator. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at EOS versus BTC. And again, most of these versus BTC are within this channel of sorts. So again, no real breakout here, rejection. What you want to see is us get above this level, get some strong bullish consolidation to get another move to the upside. But again, I wouldn't really be looking at anything unless we get above that 37, 32 Satoshi mark. Okay, so that's EOS versus BTC. Okay, and this is Litecoin versus BTC. And again, price action just going through this channel here. Okay, and we're right in the middle of this channel zone here, so even more of a no trade area for me. So again, I would need to see price break out to the upside, get some strong consolidation, and a move up, or a strong break to the downside, impulsive for a short, or just a break to the downside, some consolidation, some tests maybe of this channel with a fall off pattern and a break to the downside. So again, we did have a lot of fake outs here. So again, just happy to be a spectator within this market right now. Look for some accumulation zones and to really see where some positions can be taken, because right now I just see a lot of price that could go either way or another. So with low percentage trades like that, I'm not looking to take. Okay, and Ethereum BTC, same as the other ones within this channel. This one's towards the top of the channel, getting some rejection here. We'll see if we could remain in a tightening bullish form here and get a move to the upside, some strong consolidation for a continued move, because we could very well just reject him, continue back down, right? So again, no real high percentage trade here. Of course, you could go short and have a stop somewhere up here, wherever you feel comfortable with, and try to take that hopefully back to the downside, or let your stop get hit and then jump in long if we get some good bullish momentum. But for me now on these areas, I'm looking just to stay on the sidelines, looking just to stack some fiat, and stock market has some good opportunities, and as well, just as I said, stacking up to accumulate as much BTC as possible. So with that all said, I'm going to go ahead and leave the video there for today. I do wish you all well, good luck in your trades, and thank you for tuning into the Tavern.